What's up, guys? We're gonna do something a little bit different, kind of like a vlog. Instead of riding a bike, we're gonna be working on a bike. So and we're actually not gonna be working on the bike that we usually ride, which is that bike. So we're gonna leave that there. Head over here. Got some stuff. Right, let's try and, yeah, we're gonna have to go and open the door. Let's go ahead and hit the button real quick. Oh shit. Fucking wonderful. That's not what we wanted. Spill water. Kick the dog's water bowl a little bit. We're gonna go throw this stuff in the truck. I also forgot to grab my packages because I had some stuff come in the mail. By the way, we got a truck. 1997 Toyota T100. It's basically like the older. Basically like the older version of the Tundra. That's T100. It's got new wheels on it off of a 21 Tacoma. Anyways, let's grab that mail out of the house. Ooh. Oh. Well, actually, I'm pretty thirsty though. Might go talk to my sister. See if I can steal a Capri Sun or something from her mini fridge. She's in her room right now. Let's head over there. Whoa, what's wrong with your shit?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm getting a Capri Sun.
Get the fuck out.
Alright, got the keys. We're in the new truck. Stick a Capri Sun right there. This thing's pretty sweet. It's a stick shift, 5-speed. It's got like a nice stereo in it, so I can Bluetooth my phone. I like it. 163 on the odometer. Pretty quick. This is my like 5th time driving it. Probably like my 7th time driving a manual ever. This is how the shop's looking right now. It's looking pretty different. Got a bunch of stuff out in front. This is all gonna get moved like tomorrow probably. But the inside is where it really looks different. We got a powder coating rig right there. Compressor is changed up. Workbench, those are all moved around. We got an oven now. We're gonna have a sandblasting cabinet here in a few days too. I'm gonna put that next to the air compressor. Smooth powder coating rig over a little bit. We got the DT right here. This thing's looking sweet. 2A6. painted black with let's see, some VHT. You can see in that bucket there. Use a whole can on this thing. Everything else is pretty much powder coated. So got the side cover here, it's powder coated. The kickstarter is powder coated. The brake lever, it's powder coated. The pegs are powder coated. The little springs and stuff like that, they're sandblasted. So the jug and head are actually painted with high temp paint. Then I sanded the fins for the head, spruced it up a little bit. We got all the parts for it pretty much laid out on the shelf in boxes and whatnot. We got parts that I have no idea where they go. We'll figure that out soon. But yeah, there's like a random nut right there that it might not even be for the DT, but we got everything else organized. So we got the tank and plastics and seed and boxes of stuff. Triple clamps. We might go ahead and install those for this video. Throw the triple clamps on there. Maybe we might start on the forks. I have not touched those, but I did order some seals the other day, so we're gonna crack those open soon. But I think for now, since I got the bearing in the mail, we'll mount this up. And because when I do crack open those like 50-year-old forks, I'm gonna want something to mount them into to get the bolt loose. Otherwise I'll just be struggling. So I'll go ahead and prop the GoPro up somewhere, and we'll kind of maybe we'll do a time lapse. We'll do a time lapse. So we'll start that now. Alright y'all, so I've kind of hit a stopping point or a wall. I don't have the tool to hammer this thing on here without breaking it. So what I'm gonna do is, well, the other way of doing this is, or without that tool, is with an oven, which I now have, and a freezer, which everybody has, I would hope. So we're gonna go pop this thing in the freezer, and once that's frozen, ice cold, we're gonna pop this thing in the oven at super hot, and then without burning myself, hopefully we can just lower it on and let it be, and we'll be all set. I'm also gonna go ahead and hammer that out. Don't need that in there. Put it like that. Give it a good whack. You're gonna want to change sides. Bingo. And that's how you do that. You don't even need a chisel, you just need something that won't break. We got small and big here, or lower and upper. And this frame here is completely ready to go as far as the next bearings go. I might give it a wipe down real quick with my little rag here. Looks like the bottom still has a good amount of grease and gunk or whatever. Get all that out, yeah. Put that in there. So let's see here. Yeah, this is it. Just gonna take this, put it in the freezer, and hopefully we'll get the next thing rolling. Right, throwing this thing in the freezer. Just got back from golf, so it's dark. Right, Clark? Anyways, toss this deal right there in the freezer next to the halibut. Alright, y'all. It is the next day. We're down here in the shop. The bees seem to be gone. I don't know what that was about yesterday. But we've got the bearing in here. Get nice and hot. And then the triple clamp is still up in the freezer. So we're about to head up while that's baking so it stays hot. And we're gonna kill some time because we just put that in there by taking out the trash. And then we're gonna go ahead and get that triple clamp out of there, bring it down here. See what we can do, see if that method will work for us. Hopefully it will. Right, back, got the frozen triple tree. Got the triple tree bearing in there, baking. We'll see what we can do. This is at 705, I think. Should be hot enough. Alright, yeah, that is hot. That is cooking in there. Here, let's just go ahead and take this room. Alright, so we're gonna have to just do this and then show you guys after. What's up, guys? We're back at the shop. My GoPro died earlier while I was in the middle of filming, but I believe I was talking about the triple clamps. But yeah, we got these done, fresh bearings installed, and we've started on the forks. I was kind of waiting on those to be installed so I could like mount it to break the bolt on the top here, but we've got one fork seal in the mail. The other one we're still waiting on, but yeah, we're gonna take this thing fully apart, repolish the tube. We're gonna brush this with the Scotch-Brite wheel, and we also did some powder coating earlier. This should be all done now. Went ahead and powder coated the sprocket So that's gonna look pretty sweet. Goes right on there. It's gonna look good. Especially with that rim. So now we'll go ahead and put this, let's see. We'll put this with the brakes, because those are gonna get powder coated next. Well, actually, we need to order some powder. That's what we need to do. We need to order some jet black hot coat powder. That way we can do those hubs, and so we can do some other little things that I want to do black. Might order another color, because I was thinking about powder coating the float bowl for this carburetor, which I also cleaned earlier. My ultrasonic cleaner came in the mail. This thing is going to be really sweet for when I start doing a lot of small engine work for like chainsaws and stuff with those tiny carburetors. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, that thing works great. It's got a heater, so and it actually heats up the water a lot, and it uses ultrasonic something to melt the grime right out of these things. And lesson learned, it's a little harsh on some plastics, I guess. Not sure what's going on there. I think that's coming off, actually. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I guess we can take that off and hit it with like a wire brush and it'll come off, but yeah. Anyways, we're probably gonna continue. I've been just honestly lazy, because I did one rim, the smaller one actually, the rear one. I polished that up with my new polishing wheels, and then the other rim, it's just been sitting around. It's brushed, it's ready to go, ready to be polished, but haven't gotten around to it. And then these I'm also going to do something about. I know if I use abrasive on them, it'll take off the plating and they can rust. Although it might be worth it. I'll just have to make sure I don't let water sit on those or anything after the bike's done. I have to dry them off with a rag or air compressor or something. Or I could clear coat them, actually. I could do that. I might just clear coat those so they don't rust or nothing. Let's see. As of right now, what we might do, we're kind of waiting on my sandblaster for a lot of parts, like this skid plate I got fully cleaned up with my parts washer. It's also missing a bolt. There's a few random bolts that I don't know, lost or weren't there in the first place. Like for the skid plate, it came missing one of the bolts. Just came like that. Last guy lost it. And I'm also missing one of these bolts for right here. I must have lost it when I moved everything around in the shop, because I had it on there when I sandblasted, actually, because I forgot to take it off, I remember. And then, yeah, I'm not sure what happened. It got lost or something. So we might have to order another one of those. It might be like $5, $10 usually. Sometimes they can be expensive if they're like, I don't know. It's just random, honestly. And there's another bee. These guys have been trying to build a nest recently in my shop or something. I don't know. I keep finding them in here. We're gonna have to do something about that. Maybe I'll weatherproof the shop a little bit more. There's some vents up in the loft that aren't bug proof really, so I might have to take care of that tomorrow. Get some screening from Ace, because I also got stuck on this fork project. See, there's an Allen in there, and it's in there like that. And I tried to use my Allen keys, but the short head is just barely not long enough, and the long head I can't get enough leverage. I tried using a wrench to, like, you know, and that I was able to pry on it pretty good, but still didn't break loose. So I'm gonna have to get that for a socket. Oh, is that another bead? So let's see. We're really just waiting on my sandblaster for a lot of parts, because a lot of parts we just need to sandblast, powder coat, mount up, like pretty much everything sitting on the shelf. You know, we could put in the air box. This thing is just about ready to go, I believe. I don't know, we might try like restoring it a little bit. It's already pretty cleaned up and looking good. It's just not quite perfect. So oh, there she is. Yeah, that thing is no normal bee. Here, let's try and like shoo her out of here, and that might fix our problem. Yeah, look at that thing. Oh yeah. Alright, I think she's either dead or gone, one or the other. So I'm gonna continue what I was doing. Filling this up. Thinking that's about good, so kink off the hose and bring this back. So we're letting the air box soak into greaser right now. So that's just gonna soak for a while. And then by the time we get around to it, all of that grime will just come right off. Although it is already pretty clean, so it should be looking good pretty quick. I'm just gonna make it absolutely perfect, because it's not something you see perfect a lot. So, and that one definitely could be, it has potential, so we're gonna clean that up as much as possible. We might use, oh shit, there she is. She's still in here. Alright guys, I think that's gonna finish it up for the video. Hopefully next video the front of the shop's gonna be cleaned up. I'm gonna order some powder, go down to Ace, get all the stuff I need to finish up the forks, and I think I'm gonna have to order some random nuts and bolts. Yeah, hopefully in the next video Shop's gonna be looking nicer. We'll have the powder we need. The sandblaster will be here. I believe that's getting here in 5 days. It's getting here on Wednesday, so that's gonna be nice. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you made it through the whole thing,